Okay, the premiere just ended. Close my window. Oh, let's see. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the post premiere stream. I have a couple goodies from the event. Just show you a couple freebies that I was able to gather from the event that I'll be showing off in just a bit. But what I mainly want to do today on the stream is go over the best figures that I enjoyed from the event itself. Hey TD, welcome to the post premiere stream. Glad you could make it. So let me see, I have this all set up. Actually don't want the audio for this video too much. If I can just, there it is. Okay, so let's go over.
Today we're here at wonderful.
Yeah, we don't need my intro. It's first figure, literally the first figure. I'm gonna make this. This control is not very good. Maybe I can just scroll. There we go. So the first figure, this was in the entrance of the show, and it was the only figure that was behind a behind glass. So the quality is not quite as good as everything else because of that, but pretty nice Miku figure to start out. This was on literally the front entrance. Let's see, which ones like the not Uma Musume. The Perikona figures were pretty nice. So this first Miku figure, well, I guess technically second Miku figure, this one was crazy. Like, I sent a picture to one of my friends and they were like, that's a figure? Looks more like a painting. You zoom up, it really does look like one. I'll just pause it here. The technology behind making figures has gotten insane. I saw somewhere, I think online, there was this chart showing how many colors I think they're able to use on a figure, and how that's basically multiplied like an insane amount of times now. I think it was like the early days of figures, like the colors were limited to like, I think 2 digits, so like 80 different colors. But I believe like figures like this one actually use up to like a couple thousand different colors, and it's pretty insane. I forget. This one's like, this figure was like $200-300, I think. So pretty, but also a pretty penny. Let's see. The Miku Racing, Good Smile Racing Miku figure for this year. Really nice quality. Like, I wouldn't mind getting this figure myself. I think I had one. No, yeah, I had one of the chibi Nendoroids of the, I believe it was Good Smile Racing Miku. Yeah, that one's really, really cute. I really want to see this figure, the virtual pop star Miku, because this one, like, without colors, is already pretty crazy looking, but I can only imagine like how it'll look once they actually apply the colors to it. That one's cool too. I'm not gonna go over all of them. This Miku was pretty cool looking. Oh, so I think I got the best shots of the first couple of Mikus because I got really close to the figures. But at this point of the video, I heard the the staff people telling people please don't get too close to the figures. So I did my best not to put myself in the actual display. This motor cyborg runner thing I'm not too familiar with, but there was a pamphlet for this, which is one of the freebies I got. So I think I'll go through this pamphlet to learn a little bit more about these figures shortly. None of these are colored yet, so but the concept art looked really cool. Let's see. And we have Black Rock Shooter next, which I'm so excited for because back in the heyday when Black Rock Shooter was at the height of its popularity, like I watched all of the anime. I actually even drew some doujin manga for Black Rock Shooter. So seeing Black Rock Shooter come back, pretty awesome. Like this image itself, the key visual I actually have as my wallpaper because I love the art. I'm still looking for a like high definition or HD image of this, but I don't know if they've released it yet. But once they do, I'll have to replace my wallpaper, phone wallpaper with it. The figures themselves, not too many new ones. I think they're probably reprinting a lot of these old figures, which is great because they're super awesome in quality. So this is a classic Black Rock Shooter figure. I forget how much it is, but they're also reprinting that figure and this Deadmaster one as the pop-up parade figures that I talked about in the video. Yeah, these two. So this is the Black Rock Shooter pop-up parade figure that I pre-ordered. The thing about pop-up parade is, in exchange for being relatively cheap, the pre-order window is pretty short. It's like a couple weeks to a month, I think. So I think that's the gimmick behind Good Smells pop-up parade figures. But I'll definitely have to do a video on that figure when that comes out. Oh, not. I'm muted a bit, so there's some. And we have Jujutsu Kaisen figures here, which are pretty cool. I think I like the Nendos a lot. The scale figures are alright, but I think I like the Nendos more. And the Hall Life section actually took about, I don't want to say a fourth of the first floor, but it was more like maybe a fifth or sixth of it, because there were like at least 3 or 4 displays just filled with Hololive figures. I haven't owned a Nintendo in like 5, almost 10 years maybe. I don't think I have my old ones anymore. A lot of them just like kind of fell apart. I lost a lot of pieces like parts and hands and all that. But I feel like I haven't owned any of these new ones, so I feel like the quality of the builds must have gotten a lot better since when they first came out. I actually bought the first, I believe Hakure Reimu was, if not the first, like one of the first Nendoroids. And then they even made like a updated version of that one. Here, Okakoro figures. Actually, this is another pop-up parade figure that I pre-ordered. I think this one comes out end of this year or maybe January, I forget, but definitely wanted that figure, so I'm getting it. And these other two are also pretty nice. I was surprised by the Miko and Pecora figures here. All these pop-up parade figures are really decently made for their price, so I want to see these colored also. The Marine figure we've seen before, very nice figure, but also with a hefty price, I think. Let's see. And then, where are we going? Now we're in the Fate Ghost section. I'm not too familiar with Fate Grand Order itself, but I've seen a chunk of the Fate series, so yeah, they do look quite detailed for 3,900 yen. It's kind of crazy, like. Yeah, they're a fraction of the price that you kind of expect them to be, closer to $100 or 10,000 yen. I lost my controls to the video. There we go. But let's see. A couple of these Fate figures that were like really awesome. Figmas are also cool, but again, a type of figure that I kind of stopped buying. I bought a couple back in the day, but I think I had the same issue where I either bought them, posed them a couple times, and then lost some parts, or I would just kind of like find one pose that I like and put them on my shelf and kind of never touch them again. So I found that I kind of like getting just normal scale figures over the posable Figmas and Nendoroids. I mean, they're cool, and like if you get creative with them, you can really get creative. But I just I'm just the type to buy them and put on my shelf and just admire them, I guess. Oh yeah, this figure is awesome. As is this one. I want to see this one colored. The colors on this dude are pretty great too. The assassin figure. I think this saber figure with balloons is probably one of the favorite ones that I saw at this event. Like, it's so clean and the colors are great. Same here. The only Nendos I buy these days are Snow and Racing because yeah, the Mako ones are tempting to get. Yeah, really lovely figure, this one. Let's see. Oh, I gotta talk about this one. The super gigantic Rengoku. What was Rengoku's first name again? Nandakke? Kyojiro, right? Yeah, Rengoku Kyojiro. This one, like, I can only imagine how big the box for this is gonna be, because it was just, this was the biggest figure in the show, like hands down. And there's like no price for it, and no release date yet. But compared to like the other 1/4 scale size figures, um, like none of them are this big. I think, I mean, it's all the fire effects that make this figure huge, but um, kind of, yeah, I can imagine this figure being easily like $1,000 or a couple hundred at least. A bunch of Kimetsu stuff. I like Kimetsu, but I'm not that interested in getting figures for the series. That's kind of weird. It really depends on like the character designs and like how much I like the series for me to actually get figures. I'm a very picky purchaser when it comes to anime figures. Um, so I said it in the very beginning of the video, but the actually, did I said it at the end of the video, that this exhibit was actually it's a free event, going on from last Saturday until next Sunday in Akiba. And the only caveat is, on weekends you have to register online. Um, they have like a Google Calendar slot, where you can sign up, and it'll show you like how many slots are remaining. Um, on the week, they're open on the weekdays also, but you know, most people can't go during the weekdays, so you can go without having to register a spot. But um, the biggest downturn of this event is you only get 90 minutes per slot registration, which meant I was really running out of time. I spent way too much time on the first floor filming. I think we spent more than half our time on the first floor, and by the time we climbed upstairs and saw that there was a entire room that was actually bigger than the first floor, I was like, yeah, I gotta pick up the pace and start running around and filming all these figures. And I didn't manage to get everything, which sucked, but um, I did pick and choose the best figures that I saw, on the second floor. Uh, but at least maybe half, maybe half's too much. A third of the second floor was all these upcoming Nendoroids. I can't believe they had a Among Us Nendoroid. I mean, with its popularity, I can see why, but it's so smooth. Look at that. I like that they actually added the hand. I wonder. It's probably going to be red. I can't see it being any other color, to be honest. It'd be interesting if they release different colors for it, but both Disney characters, which is interesting to see. Tensura just ended its season. Cool to see the Diablo figure. Had a lot of nostalgic figures around here. Let's see. That's unfortunate about the time limit. Saw you missed the Ghost Bride at the end of the video, which is probably one of the most detailed figurines. Oh, did I? Yeah. There was one part of the exhibit that I don't think I was able to get anything, so that kind of sucked. Oh, this section was pretty cool. A lot of old shonen throwbacks. Felt like the golden age of anime back in the Nico Nico days. Kinda is cool. Really like replicants, so I kind of want to see a scale figure of more scale figures of near characters, but I know Square Enix makes their own line of figures too, so it's probably limited because of that. Yeah, I think let's skip most of these. No offense, but oh, this was a surprise. Like I did not expect to see Phoenix Wright characters become Nendos, but it's awesome. Um, I guess they did release like the collection packs on PS4 and Switch, and I hope they release the newer ones also, because I want to play a couple of the newer ones that I didn't get to really play, even though I own them. But Jolene with the new JoJo season coming, it's cool to see. And the Fruits Basket also ended. Let's see. I'm gonna skip most of these Nendos because they're all Nendos. But hello. Skip Moderoids. A lot of these mecha figures made by Good Smile are really nice looking. They're like so smooth, and like the colors are really vibrant. But if I'm gonna get mecha, I think I'd stick to Gunpla. These are cool. I'm not sure about the series, or what this series actually is, but this display was pretty cool though. It's like in a little cubby for the dark effect. And here we have more scale figures. It was funny that they had the Harry Potter dolls, but they had no filming signs on them. So, but they basically look kind of like how the Miku doll that I was able to film looked. Persona. Danganronpa, they released they're releasing the trilogy on consoles, so maybe that's why they're making more Danganronpa figures also. And this is Arbeto from Overlord. Pretty nice detail figure. Oh, that Ryza figure though. Like all the Ryza figures are crazy good looking. I want to play that game. I have yet to. Yeah, this Ryza figure. I want to see this colored. But the one, yeah, this one looks nice. Sitting Ryza. Some Higurashi, some mechas, Evangelion, and etc. Ultraman figures. Let's see, which one did I like? These are all cool, mostly figures that I wasn't familiar with the characters of. These Yurikam figures I liked a lot though. What did I make? Wing is the makers of these figures, I think. They actually made one for each character. It's kind of rare to see that actually, but it made for a really nice display though. This Sakura figure reminds me of the really like I think it was about the same size as this, but it was like the super highlight of one of the One Fests back in 2014 or 15, I think. If you check out those videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this one's pretty nice too. Yeah, those thin, translucent pieces of the dress really makes it feel soft looking. This figure I would be afraid to own, frankly, because of all the tiny, intricate pieces. Like, yeah, I'd be afraid of it snapping somewhere. I missed a pre-order for some of those Wing Unicamp figures. That's gonna be a fun hunt for them on the second-hand market. Oh yeah, yeah. Pre-order windows are tough to catch. Yeah, you gotta jump on them when you see the pre-orders open up. This figure's so colorful. I feel like I'm saying the same thing, but figures sure have come a long way. The Alex figure, there's that one Genshin figure I was saying. Yeah, surprisingly didn't see too many Genshin figures, so but I'm pretty positive they're on the way, considering how popular Genshin is, the rise of Figma. Now this Neptune figure is pretty awesome looking. I like the. It's a very like Gundam slash like I guess Kankore-esque with the mecha parts. Let's see, I don't want to spend too much time going over the video. So Asuna figure is pretty. I didn't expect the Batman and Superman figures here, but the way they're like painted, like cell shaded, to look like all comic booky from all angles is pretty wild. So I had to get these. Man, I really want these My Hero figures. I just want a My Hero figure, to be honest. I mean, this Bakugo figure and Deku figure are great. But like I keep trying to get My Hero figures through the Ichiban Kuji things because they have Ichiban Kuji My Hero drawings like pretty frequently, but like I go to the store day of to purchase them and they're like sold out. So like I don't know what's going on, but I feel like scalpers are really hunting those figures. It kind of sucks. So, but yeah, I see a lot of My Hero figures and they're all really cool looking. So maybe if I find one that I really like, I might get it. Wow, they've really improved the joints on Figmas recently. I can barely notice them unless you look closely. Yeah, I think like the Nendos, yeah, they're doing a really good job of kind of hiding where the joints are connected so that you don't really see them. Because I know old ones were pretty obvious, but yeah, there was a lot of Kimetsu no Yaiba figures. But it's like the popular anime, so not too surprising. The Madoka and the Magia record figures were nice here. Oh yeah, and this lineup, I also got a freebie that I'll be showing in just a minute. But yeah, the effects on these figures are crazy. Not sure if there was a price on the. Oh, this one, the Deku and Stain fight figure. That one's gotta cost a bit. Oh, and I think this is like the figure that I saw online being promoted at One Hobby. I think she was used as the example of figures that use like a crazy number of colors. Also, I might be wrong, but the amount of detail on that figure is something. Okay, yeah, there are some displays that I wasn't able to get to, which sucks. I'll have to see if I can find some time to go again, possibly. There's always next time also. This part surprised me because I wasn't expecting the actual Good Smile Company racing, Good Smile Racing race cars to be on display. So that was an interesting treat. I think I've seen them at a couple conventions, but it's always fun to run into those. I've never seen these before, the hoods. I talked to my friend about it and they're like, the hoods are usually the only thing that survive the races, which is why they, I guess, keep them and display them. And we have the pop-ups for, I think, all the past Good Smile Racing Miku designs. Yeah, there's the new one with all the autographs on it. Yeah, this part of the video, my mic was being really wonky, so I apologize for the audio issues. I gotta figure out a better audio setup for filming, but I'll get there. By the time we got down here, we had like less than 10 minutes left, so I was frantically running around and filming. I didn't even have time to like actually get a good look at the merch they had down here, because they had a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, this acrylic art and stuff. May have picked some up if we didn't have to run out of there. But at least I took some footage of it to show you guys what they had on sale at least. Oh, these acrylic boards. They're so nice. And I just took a map at the end and then called it a day. So, yep. I was super tired at the end of that exhibit. But let's go over the goodies that I talked about earlier. I have my camera set up here. This is the, what is this? The Orange Rouge booklet. The cameras. Focus. It's being a butt. I'm not familiar with this brand line. Orange Rouge is Good Smile Company and Max Factory's male character brand. Okay, so that explains it, because there's a token number lineup Okay, focus. Focus. Can't get this thing to autofocus. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Kinda. So token number characters. God, there's a lot of token number characters. I think a quarter of this booklet is just token number. I need to show this to my friend that really likes this series. We have a section with Haikyuu. I guess they're not. Are they? They're really similar looking to Nendoroids. In proportion, at least. Oh, Hitalia. Let's see, some yeah, it's all male characters in here. 8 Grand Order. I wish this camera would focus. Okay, let's keep going. Some Idolish 7 stuff. And Bungo Stray Dogs. Yeah, this series would be part of this. It's crazy, I've never heard of this brand. Yeah, there's like entire booklet worth of stuff in it. Osomatsu-san. This is for the Fujoshi and Otome's Kuroko no Basket. Yuri on Ice. I wonder how many. There was a pretty big section of this Orange Rouge brand line, but I don't remember how much they actually had on display. Dramatical Murder. I just need to use a different camera for this. Then I think a couple other series. I didn't even know we grabbed one of these, but this is one of the booklets. Here's the other one that I actually mentioned in the video, the Motor Cyborg Runner booklet. Some stickers in here, so let me just open this up, see what's inside. Okay, let's see. AD 2085 Tokyo District on Earth. Looks like a racing premise. I guess that makes sense with its name called Motor Cyborg Runner. Art is really cool though. Oh, it's, I guess, mainly an art book, which is cool. I remember these were free, but one per customer, or attendee rather. What's interesting? Oh, like, what do you call this? It's not quite a cross section, but kind of. you can see all the parts that make up the cyborg. Here's actual preview of the figures, I guess. So many parts to it, but I guess they did. We did see this at the event. They're showing off like the plates with all the parts being shown off. So it'll be interesting to see these in full color. Motor Cyborg Runner Tsujigiri launched in 2022. So next year, I guess, to see more of this in action. Looks like Metal Unit was inspired by a lot of this. I would say so, yeah. I wonder what this actually is. Toyoko. Like, is it a show or just concept art? I don't know, I will have to check it out online for more information. But there's that, and the cool stickers that came with it. Ah, focus for once, nice. Hey, Minceloth, how's it going? It's tough to carry. And the last goodie that we got, I think this is a postcard. I'm gonna keep it sealed, but it's by the S-Fire brand or line of figures of My Hero. Oh, there we go. Kind of focus, maybe. It's a crazy Bakugo figure, and also Deku on this side. Yeah, I have to look up the price of these figures because they're really cool looking, but I'm afraid to see how much they are. I've never heard of S-Fire brands, so I wonder if they're a new maker, possibly. Yeah, that's cool that they had a free event giving out little freebies also. But yeah, so this was Subtokyo episode 250 actually, and I'm glad I was able to make this video because I wanted to do something big for the 250th episode, and I was planning on maybe going to a cafe like the Gundam Cafe or the Kirby Cafe in Tokyo Skytree, but I also kind of want to go to those with my friends and fellow YouTubers. So might do a collab at one of those cafes soon-ish. But this event was actually around the corner when I was doing my planning, so I was like, I need to go to this because I don't think One Fest has been held for a couple of years, and so this was the closest event to One Fest that I was gonna get, so couldn't miss this opportunity. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I just wanted to do a quick stream going over the video and showing you guys the goodies that I got from the event. So thanks for watching, guys. If you are watching this in post and haven't seen the actual episode itself, go check it out. It is a hefty 35-minute coverage of the Wonderful Hobby Life for You number 34 event. taking place now in Akihabara. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm severely lacking in sleep, so I'm gonna call it here and probably head straight to bed. So thanks guys, see you later, bye.